Okay,
Good.
I think you're good.
Good morning. My name is Cameron Evans, and my senior project was coaching youth in golf. So, just to start off with one of the best players who ever lived, Ben Hogan said the most important shot in golf is the next one. So, dwelling or hanging your head in any sport isn't going to help yourself to move forward. Showing emotion in sports is great, but once you let it get to that next shot or that next play, it affects your team individually or that end goal of winning a championship. So the three sentences behind me: forget the past, live in the present, believe in the future. Forgetting the past in any sport is trying to control what you can control. What's happened has happened, and just don't let it affect you moving on. Living in the present. For me, on the golf course, when you're living in the present, I think it's important to take a step out of the competition, stop worrying about what you're shooting, just take a deep breath, look around you, and just enjoy your surroundings. Whether you're listening to music, with your friends, or just out there enjoying it by yourself. Believing in the future. So, story from my sophomore year. We had our state championship, and it's 18 holes. So through the front nine, we were losing by a few strokes as a team. And I'd been playing terrible. It was probably my worst nine of the year. I kept telling myself, keep hitting golf shots, just keep grinding, it's going to come. So sure enough, the back nine I ended up shooting 1 under par, and it just got it done. And that was the first time I'd ever broken par on 9. And I carry that with me to this day, because no matter how rough of a start I have, I know I can always turn it around, no matter what. So I did some summer camps, and on the right, you'll see one of the campers. So that was his first ever birdie that he made. And then on the left was just a kid hitting a shot. Everybody's gathering around, and it's great. Everybody's so supportive, and I wasn't sure what to expect when I first came in. I didn't know if kids wanted to be there, whether or not they liked golf, and just if any of them would be rowdy. Week 1 was great. So those kids that I had, they ended up coming back for the next couple weeks too, so I did 3 total camps. Week 2, I learned quickly that the 15-minute breaks were my best friend, and then also, if you have prizes and competition, it keeps the kids really focused and motivated to try and do well. Week 3 was awesome too. So in the middle, that was Max, and that was probably from 110 yards out or so, and he hit that shot to about 5 feet. Max, going into the 3 weeks, wasn't really sure whether or not he liked golf. He didn't know if he wanted to play. No, man, you got a really good swing. You got to stick with it. And I showed him that video after he hit that, and just a smile lit up across his face, and that's it right there. That's why you hit those shots, man. And I was at the golf course the other week, and I saw him there. I'm like, "You still playing?" He's like, "Yep, still playing." No, he fell in love with golf those few weeks. He told me at the end. So towards the health side, on average, if you were walking and carrying your clubs, a typical golfer can walk anywhere from 5 to 7 miles, and if you're in a cart, you still get about 2 to 3 miles of exercise in that round. Playing golf and staying active reduces the risk of many cancers, depression, diabetes. It's proven to boost self-confidence, self-esteem, and reduce anxiety. It can improve balance in many adults, and 1 in every 13 people in the U.S. play golf, and for me, that's a pretty low number. And I look at it other than $20, what do you have to lose? Just go try it. So Jack Nicklaus is also one of the greatest golfers to ever live. His quote was, "The game of golf is 90% mental and 10% physical." So I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this quote, because I think it's great. Golf's 100% mental, and you got to keep yourself engaged and keep yourself focused, because if you're off by just a quarter or half of an inch, catch a different part of the club and it'll go straight right. You got to keep yourself in it after those bad shots, because you're not going to be playing well every day. The one thing I don't like about this is I think in any sport, a lot of athletes tend to overthink things and overcomplicate stuff. Sometimes I think it's important to just take a deep breath, stand over the ball, and hit it. So, why golf? Golf can be enjoyed with friends or by yourself. You can play music, just have peace and quiet, just listen to whatever's going on around you. For me, when I go play with my friends, I love to just enjoy 2v2, the friendly trash talk, and it makes it really fun for me. So on the left is a picture of my brother in the middle and my dad on the left, and I was on the right. We took a trip down to South Carolina in the spring, and it was awesome. So my brother and my dad are the reason I got into golf, and I still remember playing when I was about 8 or 9 years old for the first time ever, and they took me to Stonebridge about our third or fourth time out, and I made my first ever par. And it's hole 13 on Stonebridge, and I still remember that to this day. I have the ball sitting in my room, and I just owe everything to them, for the reason I started playing. And on the right is our golf team this year. So that's one of the highlights of my day. No matter whether any of us have a rough day through school, didn't do well on a test, we're all there just to support each other, and we're all grinding and just trying to win matches. So one of the things that keeps me interested is golf's a really unique sport. So golf, you're never hitting the same shot. And I was thinking about this last night. You could be 50 yards out, 200 yards out, 150 yards out. You could be behind a tree, in a bunker, hitting over water. It could be wind. There's so many factors that go into golf, and you're never going to see that same shot again. So staying true to who you are. A story from last year, my junior year, I was struggling early on. We'd just come off a state championship, and I was like, Coach, I got a lot of pressure on myself, I don't know what I'm doing. And he asked me, why'd you start playing golf in the first place? And I go, well, I don't know, I just enjoyed being out there with my friends, and I didn't really care what I was shooting. And he goes, that right there, what you just said at the end. I go, what? He said, you don't care what you're shooting. I'm like, well Coach, I want to shoot well. And he goes, yeah, but you're going to have bad days, you're going to have bad weeks, you're going to have bad months. Everybody has it. And just the ability to keep grinding and fighting through, it's going to turn out on the good side. So after that, the picture on the right was our junior year. We ended up going back to back, and hopefully we can make it 3 straight this year. So to end with a quote. So golf is very much like a love affair. If you don't take it seriously, it's not fun. If you do, it breaks your heart. Don't break your heart, but flirt with a possibility. Thank you.
Good job.
Any questions?
Did you have a favorite moment in your project, that one that really sticks with you when it comes especially to working with your kids?
So week 2 is the only week this particular kid came, but he was just a handful. But towards the end, he started enjoying it more, because going into the week, he didn't have clubs, or he was borrowing clubs from everybody. And I think just him kind of growing the love for the game was really cool for me.
Nice.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Good job, Ian.